Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. I'm Cosplay, and in this video I'm gonna show you how I constructed Cara Dune's vest. So I was looking for fabric yesterday for Cara Dune's vest, and I found this fabric and I really like it because it's a very similar texture to her vest. I only found it in white though, and I only found like the last little bit of scrap, and they don't have any more of this fabric. This is pretty much it. Whatever I bought was it. So I tried to dye it in a dark gray shade, and I clearly messed up somewhere because it's now light blue and not dark gray at all. So while I was purchasing this fabric, I did inquire from the sales lady what kind of a fabric this is so that I know what kind of a dye to use. However, she couldn't honestly tell me. We both think that it's some kind of a synthetic fabric. So just to be safe, I got the all-purpose Rit dye in charcoal gray. It will cover a wider range of fabrics, and I was just hoping that this would work. However, clearly this is not charcoal gray, it is light blue, so I goofed somewhere. I have a backup solution though. I did buy another bottle of Rit dye. It is on its way now to me. It is made specifically for synthetic fabrics, and I got it in black. So if that doesn't make this fabric black, I don't know what it will. And this is the second fabric I got for this project. I actually got this in a whim. I fully thought that the pattern and the fabric is what I was looking for, and then I took a closer look and it's not. I'm also really glad that I found something better because this is actually upholstery fabric. I would have been sweltering in this. It also doesn't stretch at all. So I guess I can just reupholster an ottoman or something. Cake wanted some attention, so he is now a part of my video. This is the fabric I actually landed on. Sorry, baby. This is a one-way stretch from the Yaya Han patterns. This fabric has a lot of hair on it and also a honeycomb pattern. And it's probably the closest fabric I found that resembles Cara's vest. It's not as detailed as her fabric, however, I can just use some puffy paint to fix that. It will take me forever, but I'm committed. And here I've transferred all the pattern pieces in the actual fabric that I'm going to use. I also noticed that on the very front, the two panels are actually one big panel, but on the back where there's the two fives, they're actually two separate panels joined together in the middle. So let's cut them out with some seam allowance. Alright, so connecting the first three panels, I way too overconfidently have already top stitched it, and I hope that I don't have to take it apart because I already did one time, but actually it's looking pretty good. Alright, so far I finished the front part. It's three panels. The front panel is one big panel. I double checked on my reference photos and I made a mistake originally. And the back part is also finished. It's four different panels, and I've already top stitched everything and connected it. I haven't top stitched that just because I just wanted to try it on with the sides. I also saw that in my reference pictures the sides are completely different fabric. So I dug out this fabric from my Evelyn from KDA. It is also a one-way stretch, so it stretches this way, it does not stretch the other way. So I am recutting the sides from that fabric. Alright, so here is the base of the vest. As you can see, I used a different fabric over here for the sides. And here is some of the armor. And here I've top stitched most of the vest. I added the trim on the bottom. The armholes are stitched up, as well as over here. The only thing that's left is around the neck. I need to do the color and a few more details on the side panel and on the front. So working on the color now, this is the pattern that I just traced on myself. Here I've copied it onto craft foam and I mirrored it so I can make the full color, and now I'm going to trace it on this pleather. Alright, here's the plan. I actually made this color a little bit shorter. It's not as tall as it was before. I'm going to glue this with some contact cement onto this, and this is going to be the outside of the color. And I'm going to fold over just the top seam allowance And on top of that, I'm going to glue this part, and this is going to be the inside of the color. And I'm gonna leave both of the bottom seam allowances not glued, just so I can sew them to my vest. And here's how the color looks. The hole leaving a little seam underneath so I can sew it worked like a charm. I also finished it on the front a little bit and somehow managed to damage it right there a little bit, but it's okay, it's just battle damage, I guess. And here are the little details on the front of her vest. I just made them with some craft foam. Here are stuck together, and then I just covered it in some warble. And here are those warble bits that go on the front of the vest. Now that they're dry, I'm gonna spray them with some clear coat, and then I'm gonna contact cement them onto the vest. And here is the vest fully constructed. I have those little details sewn on, and I'm gonna glue on the warble parts on top of them. Here's the color. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next part.